Hello friends and welcome to a lecture on operation research. Today we will see optimizing supply chain using northwest corner rule. This is Professor Arvind Prasad. Now what are the advantages of the northwest corner rule when it comes to optimizing a supply chain? The advantage is it's an easy algorithm, it's quick, and it gives you a initial estimate. Now let's see what's bad about it. It gives you the worst estimate. So let's learn how to use it. Now we have a supply chain distribution problem where we have distribution centers 1, 2, 3, 4, and we have plants number 1, 2, 3. Now plants number 1, 2, 3, they can supply 6, 1 and 10 units. That is, plant number 1 can supply 6 units, plant number 2 1 unit, and plant number 3 10 units. Now the demand from the distribution centers is, from distribution center number 1 it's 7, from distribution center number 2 it's 5, from distribution center number 3 it's 3, and from distribution center number 4 it's 2. Now the cost of supplying from the plants to the distribution center is given in the yellow figures. To explain, supposing I supply 1 unit from plant number 1 to distribution center number 1, it will cost me 2 rupees. Well, going further, if I supply from plant number 2 to distribution center number 3, it will cost me 6 rupees per unit. And this is pretty clear here. It's 6. Now let's take this example. If I supply from plant number 1 to distribution center number 3, it will cost me 11 rupees per unit. So how do we allocate the supply to the distribution centers using northwest corner rule? So you copy it down. So if you have to use a paper and pen to solve it, you copy the table down once again the way it is shown. Now how do you allocate? First you go to the left top cell. Now this is the northwest. That is, north is up and west is of course towards your left. So you go to the uppermost and leftmost cell and you start the allocation. So the first allocation here is going to be 6. Okay. So you will allocate 6 units because the complete supply from plant number 1 can be given to distribution center number 1. Okay. So you allocate it completely. Next, what you do is you go down the column. Because why? The allocation is not complete. We have supplied only 6 units, but the demand is 7 units. So the demand is unmet. So we supply 1 more to complete the demand. And we keep going down till the demand is totally completed and we take it from the supplies. Now here I have a supply of 1 from plant number 2. So I allocate that to distribution center number 1. So now the demand for distribution center number 1 has been totally met. Now we proceed towards the right. We go to cell number 2, where the entry is 0. Now remember one thing, we have to start the allocation from here, but we can't start the allocation. Why? Because the supply has already been provided to distribution center number 1 and it can no longer supply. Plant number 2 can no longer supply. So again, we go down. Okay. Remember one thing, we are always trying to stay towards the west. So we go down and we come to 3, 2. Cell number 3, 2. Now Here in distribution center number 2, the required demand is 5. Now we can allocate this from the supply of 10, that is from plant number 3. Once it has been met, that is the requirement of distribution center number 2 has been met. Now we again go to distribution center number 3 and we come to cell number 3, right? We move we move towards our right cell. Now here we again allocate it. So the allocation that has to be done is 3 to complete the requirement of the distribution center number 3. And now again, the last allocation that we need to do is in a similar fashion to distribution center number 4. Now, as you can see here, all allocations has been done and all the demands have been met. Now, this is a balanced problem. Remember one thing, here the demand is equal to the supply. Now, the total cost for this is 116. Well, this is by no means the optimal cost, but this is an easy way of allocation so that you get a feasible solution. Such solutions, a solution just demonstrated here is a feasible solution. Why? Because the supply has met the demand. So it's a feasible solution. But is it an optimal solution cost-wise? The answer is no. We could have done a much better distribution and reduce the cost. But that's all about northwest corner method. If you like this video, forward it to your friends and do like and subscribe my channel. Goodbye, friends.